Okay, we got the stripped lower Aero Precision 9mm Glock mags. So let's start, let's do the trigger first. So I had put this stuff on already, but pretty easy to take apart. So, okay, so you want it to be like this, and like this. And these little guys point up. So I'm gonna put that on. This. Yep, just like that. Okay, now we take the spring that is tapered. It's bigger at the bottom, because the bottom is going to get captured into that little hole right there. Okay, so it's not going to go willingly at first, but I've done this a couple times, so it went down. It's pretty good in there. And then this is going to go right in here, so you can kind of push that spring down, make sure it's in there. Okay, so let's put this in here, like this, drop that down, then put this in here, like that. Now take one of these, do the non-grooved portion first. So go in here, line this bad boy up, line it up like that, put that in, might take a little while to get that in there perfectly. Okay, that was, now we're gonna do this guy. Got to go through that hole. Okay. Probably want to look through this side to make sure it's lined up right. There we go. Eventually it'll just click in like that. That works. Okay. Okay, now we'll do the hammer. Take this off real quick to show you how it goes. Okay, so hammer like this. It's just gonna go right on like that. So this on. I'll do it this way. There we go. These pointed back like that. So now, okay. So put these facing back on top of everything. Then you gotta push this forward like that. Now you see inside here is a little pin in there, so that needs to overcome these grooves. These grooves need to overcome that, so you're gonna need to pound this in a little bit once you get it started. So let's put that in like that. Get those lined up. Groove side back, so flat, smooth first. Okay. Okay. Now I felt it come up against that little pin in there. So look on this side and try to get it lined up like that. There we go. Easy. You can do it like a nylon plastic hammer or whatever, but it doesn't really do too much damage. So there we go. Boom. Perfect. Just like that. Now holds it back. Looks fine. Alrighty. Okay, so now we're going to do the safety and the grip. These kind of go together. So there's a few things you need. Grip, safety, and then there's 3 long skinny springs. You want the one that stands out from the rest, so it's going to be this one. These are the pin disassembly springs. So this one, and the screw and the lock washer like this. Then this pin looks like this with a little rim on it. Okay, so Hammer back. Now you put this in, just keep it straight on safe. And take the pin and put it down here. You can kind of feel that it's a little locked in there by moving this. So keep that just like that. Doesn't fall out. Then grab this, that, cut up through here, like that, and grab this longer guy here. Then I'm gonna put this on just like this. It'll be tough, like that. So let's check to make sure. Yep, see? It's still in there. So we're just gonna put this on here and then tighten it. You don't need to tighten it too tight, but that's pretty good. So, okay, that's good. Oh, idiot. There, see? Looks good. Okay, so on this one, this is not a bolt to hold open, but I'm going to put it on anyways, just for show. You guys probably have a bolt hold open, so this is going to go on there. All right. So, well, this kind of gets in the way, so I'll just put that back. It's going to go just like that. So we got to have the spring. That in there. Pin that looks like this. Oh. Drop that in there. Now this comes with it. Usually it's in there already. A little pin screw like this. So that's going to go in. Put that down like that. That's going to go in there. Just like that. Now if you have one of these little bits, actually this one, you can just do it hand tight like this. Put that in and just kind of screw it in. Like that. You might want to put some Loctite or something on it, but just for this demonstration, I'll just leave it like that. And it tightens up in there. Okay. Like that. So now we're going to put this buffer tube in. First I'm just going to put this this like retaining pin in first. But put that in like that. Goes up and down. Oh, gonna put this guy on. And this guy. With this protrusion facing that way, because it's going to go into there. Okay. So let's go like this. Okay, so now it's interfering, so we're going to push that down. Let's undo this a little. Okay. One more. Okay, so this isn't my favorite position for it. It can go one more thread. You see how there's a space in there? But if you go one more thread, this tube is sticking out too far, and the upper will not have room to go on it. So I think what I'm going to do is here, let me show you. Just going to go one more. Push that down. Go one more. Okay, so see, now it looks good, but you can see this is sticking out and the upper interferes with it. So I'm going to remove just one thread from there. This is kind of a cheap lower assembly, so it's probably not done to the best quality, but So I'm just going to remove that because that's in a better position. Now it can be, for this video, I'm just going to back it off because it'll work. It'll work, but it's just I'm not crazy about that position. Okay. Okay, so now let's do this back pin. Right, so it's going to go in there like that. So we need one of these tiny pins and this spring. Now we're going to back this off, down, back it off just slightly. Do that. So now we can see that hole right there. So put the smaller pin in like that. Drop one of these pins in. Now you can feel that it's engaged, but just by gravity. So put this guy in here. Now what I do, I put this in here like this. That. Perfect. Okay. So then tighten that bad boy down. Now you can probably put a torque spec on that, but just for the video I'm going to hand tighten it. Okay, so now see, pin, good to go. Like that. Okay. Front pin, a little trickier. I found, so if you don't have a bunch of tools specifically for this, if you grab one of these Allen keys, I think this is a 5.5 millimeter needle nose plier. So let's go here. Drop that spring down in there. Now this is where this has shot out many times on me trying to do this. So so again, like if that happens to you, the best way to find this is to turn the lights off and use a flashlight to look for it, because then you can see the reflection. So here, put this in here to hold the pin down once you put it in, just like that. Okay, so get that ready, but also have something flat to hold it down. This is one of the other pieces that I didn't use. So here we go, needle nose. Once you get it started, put something flat on it. That. Now it's under there. Now we push it out with that Allen key. Yeah, so you can see it's trapped under there now. So then, this is the tricky part. There's a lot of pressure behind this, so make sure you're pushing down with this. If you're not pushing down, it's just going to shoot out, okay? So, there it goes. See? Told you. Alright guys, here we go. Here we go again. Finally got it. Push down with this thing. There we go. Perfect. There we go. See? Alright. Okay, so last thing to do is take the stock. So to get this on, this doesn't open it all the way to get it on. You have to go halfway, and then it goes out a little further. So we'll just put that in there. Halfway. Like that. Right, so that's the complete lower. Just forgot the buffer tube. Put that in there. Goes in like that. Take out the we can push that pin down. Put that guy in there. And kind of want to twist it like that. Alright, good. Perfect. Right, now that the lower is done, take the barrel, put it in this like this. And you want this notch to match up to the notch here. And put it in. Now start twisting it. This. Now these screws hold in this little sleeve in there, so they're kind of tight at the moment. But so once you start tightening this, it'll start twisting the little like plastic sleeve in here. So you want it all the way in, and then just match it up here. Tighten these down tighter. Now, there's probably some type of torque spec that you want to tighten it to, but I'll leave you to figure that out. But okay, now we're going to go here. You have to put it down so this little notch goes into that area right there. There. Barrel in. There we go. Now, okay, now we connect the parts. This, there we go, that's snapped in nicely. This one, snap in. And there we go. Whole thing is now done. Looks pretty good. Now, let's see, I think I have a rag in here. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so let's take it down. Take these pins. Sometimes these are a little tight. There we go. This one came back in. There we go. That bolt comes out. Charging handle. Now come over here. Give these a little loosening. Now see this, usually when you tighten it down that'll stay on there, so you just gotta slide that out. And then unscrew this bad boy. So that'll come right off. So this is really where you want the torque specs, because you have these flat spots to put a tool to tighten this down. So yeah, I don't have that spec, but I'll just tighten it as tight as it can go. But yeah, there you go. Okay, now we're going to take the stock off. So you're going to put this about halfway, then this can come out, and then that pin can go further out and then come all the way off. Like that. So halfway, and then it'll slide back on like that. So this is just hand tightened at the moment, so take this off. So then I'm going to have this little spring in there. So once you push this pin down, then that buffer can come out. Well, you might have to do it a few more times for the spring. Sometimes, there we go. Okay. So now, put that down so that you can turn this out of the way. Okay, see. So this one isn't under a ton of pressure, it'll just come out, but this one is a little more tricky. It'll be under a lot of pressure. So take that off. Pin. Make sure that pin is in until the little cutout is free of the pin. And that will just come out. that. Okay. That. This just comes off. Like that. Look at these tiny little parts. Put that there. Over there. Okay, so now we got this pin that's just free to move in there. So you just take that pin out. Right here. Okay, now get that bit right here. Slowly. So this is just for show at the moment because this is not a bolt hold open, but I'm thinking about getting the bolt hold open and then this will actually work. So at the moment it's just for show. Right. Oop. Yep. Okay, that'll just pop out like that. Got this guy. This, and then you got that little spring in there. Like that. Okay. I'm gonna do this drop trigger right there. Like this. This one is the harder one. Okay, there we go. So hopefully this will be. Okay, here we go. Yep. Hold on to that. There. This just comes out. Then this one, I believe this one's a little easier. Just push that. Yep, like that. Over there. This just comes out. Alright, so then we're going to want to take this out, but we got to do this first. Okay, so we're going to do the safety. So we're going to take this handle off. We got this little guy. Put that down there. Turn it left. Now I can just hand tighten that, or hand unloosen it. Then you got this little spring right there, holding in that safety. Okay, there it is. Spring. Okay. Then we have that pin. That pin that came out. Safety comes out. Everything just kind of falls out like that. Put all that back. Well, let me just show you this guy. So I got that like that. Right in there. Okay, got these parts. Right. That's basically it. Oh, now we got this guy. Alright, to get this pin out, I noticed that these little prongs from the hammer are just the right size to go in there. So, might as well just use this. So, push that in. You can see that little pin under there that has to go down, and that there's a lot of force pushing up. Okay. Okay, now that it's out of that little slot, I recommend using something to catch this pin because it's under a lot of pressure. So just put a bag or something in front of it. See, there it goes. So it shoots out like that. There you go. Here's the pin and the spring. So putting this in on that one is very tough. It's flown out a few different times on me trying to get it in. So if it does fly out and it goes in the carpet or something, the best way to find it, turn off the lights and use a flashlight and try to find like a reflection or something, because this is very tough to pick up in the carpet. Okay, so I think that's just about it.